Greetings, friends. As always, it's an extremely high honor to welcome you back to Rick's Garage. Although today is going to be issue of Rick's Farm and Garden. What you see before you is an old tire off of my lawn cart. I went out the other day, it was dead flat. When I took it off, I can see that there's all kinds of dry rot. The tire is absolutely useless at this point. So I've gone ahead and ordered a new tire, and that's the subject of today's video, is we're going to replace this tire. Now what I'm going to be using is the Pittsburgh Mini tire changer. You've seen me use this tire changer on my lawn tractor tires, but I haven't ever showed you how to use one on a very thin tire. So that's the subject of today's video. So we're going to go ahead and throw this on the machine. And I'm going to put a spacer on it. Hopefully you can see that okay. Yep, looks good. And I'm going to put this thing here. Friends, I'm going to quickly pause the video for a couple of seconds. That aluminum disc that you saw me put on, I really didn't need, and I had to take it off later in the video because it was in the way. I replaced it with an extra spacer, so don't put that on, just put 2 spacers. And I'm going to put the nut that's provided with it on. Okay, we got that tightened down enough. Now we're not going to need, in my last video, I used this block under the tire, and I had that helped support the tire so I could compress the tire to break the bead. That's not necessary. The bead's well broken on this now. Okay, so let's put a little lubrication on it. This is my wife's dishwashing soap that I've stolen. And we're going to put this round in, pry it out. And now we're going to try to go around with it. And boy, that couldn't be easier. Whoa, how nice that is. All right. So now I'm going to remove the, see if I can move this around so you can see it. I'm going to loosen this up a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to remove the cap on the inner tube. This has an inner tube in it. I'm sure the inner tube is junk. I've ordered a new tire and an inner tube. It's not here yet. Okay, friends, now I'm going to attempt to get this inner tube out. A little bit difficult. There we go. Now we're going around with it. Okay. The inner tube is out. It's probably got a puncture somewhere. I might be able to repair it, but I'm not going to fool around with it. I got a new one on order already. Okay. So now, let's see what we got to do to get this out. So I think we do the same thing. We put the round part of the bead and we just come around with it again. That couldn't have been easier. So the only little trouble I had was getting the inner tube out. Alright, so I got this junk tire out. That's going to be going to the dump. And I'll clean up this rim. And I'll come back when my new tire and inner tube arrive. Well, friends, I'm back. My new tire has arrived. It's the cheapest thing I've ever seen. I guess you get what you pay for. This was the cheapest one I could find online. It was like 18 bucks, including the inner tube. but it really is, looks like a cheap thing. It looks like it's made out of Play-Doh or something. So anyway, it's all right. The lawn tractor tire says maximum of 30 pounds. This says maximum 25 pounds. I'll split the difference and put them both at 27. Looks like I don't need this nut. It's kind of in the way. So we'll take this off. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. It appears as though you can. So evidently for this application I didn't need this piece, it's just in the way. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put another spacer on, so I won't have to screw this so far down. Okay. And now I'm going to lubricate this tire with my wife's dishwashing liquid. I'm going to take the tire tool. This time I'm going to use this end. And I'm going to try to slip this thing on somehow. That seemed to be easy enough. Okay, very good. Now what I did here, friends, is I temporarily inflated this inner tube so I could see which direction the stem goes to. You can see the stem is facing up in this direction. Now, most inner tubes have a white ring that goes around us to show which way the stem is up. This does not, so I had to inflate it to see. So I'm going to let the air out of it right now. I had to go over to my tire machine and get my stem tool. Yeah. Put that down. Let the air out of this. Okay. And I'm going to lift up this tire. Go around and try to stuff this tube in. Which is always fun. Okay, I got it inside the tire, now I gotta get it inside the rim. Yeah, that was easy enough. Now I want to bring the rim around to where the hole for the stem is. Maybe if I turn this a little bit, you can see better. And I'll reposition the camera a little bit. So now, I'm going to try to get this stem inside the rim. And looks like we did it. So now I'm going to hook something into it so it don't fall back in. I've got this special little tool that I can screw into the stem. And that'll prevent it from falling back in. There we go. So now we got to get this inside. Put a little bit of my wife's dishwashing liquid. See if we can get this back to its original shape, which it doesn't seem to want to do. Alright, so now we're going to try to put this in. We're going to use that tool again. Try to go around with it. Seems like it's working fairly easily. Oh, we almost got it in, but we got to get this side down. A little trouble with it, but there we go. Okay, not bad. A little tight. Okay, it's in there. It don't look too well, but it's in there. Alright, so I'm going to get my air compressor going. Let's try to inflate it and see what happens. It doesn't look too promising, I'll tell you that. So I've got this special tool. I use it for pinching off fuel lines. So I'm going to pull this stem out as far as I can. And I'm going to put this tool here to prevent it from falling back in. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to attempt to inflate it. Oh, there we go. Well, it's going right to shape. Okay, I wasn't too sure about that, but I'm going to put the stem back in and we'll inflate it the rest of the way. Like I said, it's the cheapest looking tire I've ever seen. And it was the cheapest one they had that I bought, so you get what you pay for, but it's just for the little cart that I use to tow around the yard with my lawn tractor, so I think it'll be okay. It's not like I'm gonna put it on the highway and go 60 miles an hour. This is in the way now, so I'm going to have to take it off of this. I don't need this anymore anyway. It seemed to work quite well. A little tight getting it on there, but I don't see how you'd ever get it on there without a tool like this. Okay. Let's try inflating it again. Now, it doesn't seem to be exactly even. This ain't gonna go back in there now, so I can take that off. See what the other side looks like. The other side looks pretty well seated, so just this side here is a little off over here. I'm gonna see if I can kind of push it on, and that works pretty well. Well, I don't even need that anymore. Pull that out a little more. I think I still need that tool. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Yep. I say this is really a cheap tire. Probably a big mistake buying this. Okay friends, I'm gonna throw the wheel on my little cart. I'm gonna put a little dab of grease on the axle. This is a very low speed cart, just for around the yard. And to give you an idea, the wheel is held on with a little cotter pin. Okay friends, it's gonna be fine for what I use it for. That's perfect. Like I said, if I could go back in time, I would have bought a little bit better tire, but it'll be fine for the little cart that I have. Just a little tip though. The reason I bought this metal cart is because it has a removable tailgate. If you want a cart, a dump cart, that actually dumps, you want to get one with a removable tailgate. If you have one that doesn't have a removable tailgate, you wind up hoeing everything out of it. But with this, with the removable tailgate, everything will dump out of it. You just drive a little bit forward and it slips right out of it. So that's the deal with that. If you want a dump cart that actually dumps, get one with a removable tailgate. Alright, that's all I've got, friends. I want to thank you once again for watching Rick's Garage. Before I go, I will post 2 videos to your left, of which I hope you find of interest. And to your right, as always, will be a picture of my avatar in the form of my very trusty German Shepherd. By all means, feel free to click on that should you wish to subscribe to my channel. I'm approaching 14,000 subscribers already. This is that back field I wind up having to mow. But it only takes, with a good machine like this, it only takes about 2 hours. Alright, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you all very soon.